The following contest is an elimination match and is for the Rated R Hardcore Championship. Introducing the challenger, representing the terrors from parts unknown, weighing in at 323 pounds, Elijah Butcher.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Clash of Harmony, live from the Tokyo Dome here in Japan. I am Johnny Baez here at ringside, and we kick off tonight's show with the Riot Championship on the line. It is a fatal four-way elimination matchup, so the stakes are already high in this matchup, and we'll go down the rabbit hole here and show you the card as Elijah Butcher makes his way down the ring. And the card stands like this: Riot Championship on the line, Elijah versus Sheldon Briggs, Sakamoto, and Deuce, the champion. And then later on tonight, we do have the Women's Championship, which actually coming up next. The Women's Intercontinental Championship, Foxy versus Haley Storm for that championship. Then later on tonight, the tag team titles will be on the line. Goons to Gods trying to take back what's rightfully theirs against the family. Then we have the All-International title, Dean Thursday Night Lashley taking on Sean Casey. And right now we get ready as Sheldon Briggs makes his way down the ring, ladies and gentlemen.
Dominican Republic, weighing in at 252 pounds, the superstar, Sheldon Briggs.
Sheldon Briggs making his way down the ring, and then later on tonight, the GM of Thursday Night Riot, GM Lewis Thorne, will take on Theodore Reed in a one-on-one matchup. You heard that right, one-on-one matchup. The winner will gain full control of Thursday Night Riot. More drama to come, I tell you what. Women's Championship on the line. One Dumb Hole from Japan takes on Ivy Jackson, and we kind of wonder why Shang Mi was not part of this Riot Championship, but that is between GM Thorne and, well, Shang Mi. And then, of course, in the Heavyweight Championship bout, will El Guapo Chuck make it tonight out of the Rice Detention Center, as he's supposed to take on Cam Finley? But right now, the roof just blew off the building here because Sakamoto is making his way down to the ring here tonight. And we welcome everybody in that's watching live on YouTube pay-per-view here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. As next week, well, this coming week, we will be back in the States as we will fly into the West Coast, and we will kick things off live from San Francisco, California. You know, we get ready as the next person to enter the fray here tonight. The champion, the Riot Champion, representing the new breed, the one, the only, Deuce.
And introducing the champion, representing the Coalition from Bad Street, Atlanta, Georgia, weighing in at 283 pounds, the Rated R Hardcore Champion, Deuce.
All right, there's Deuce inside the ring. There's a championship on your screen. Riot Championship. Go down the ring as the referee's going to hold it up for the world to see, and then we'll kick off Clash of Harmony here inside the Tokyo Dome. See all four members of this matchup: Sheldon Briggs, Elijah Butcher, Sakamoto, and of course the reigning champ. Back about a month ago, and we're off and running here as Japanese referee will get this started here tonight. Remember, elimination style fatal four-way matchups became a staple here in WFA, and tonight we're going to use that for the Riot Championship. No disqualifications, no countouts. The only way to win, though, is inside that squared circle. We have not embarked to see if we can do a false count anywhere fatal four-way matchup, and we'll have to look into that. Didn't cross my mind till just now, but the match is underway. The pay-per-view is underway, and of course, this is all brought to you by Smoking Section Podcast. If you haven't done so yet, check them out, guys. The last episode that they have posted was the review of the classic hit Harlem Nights that included very successful and legendary comedians like Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, and of course the late, great Red Fox, who is one of my absolute favorites. And you might want to check that out. Leave a like, subscribe, and share. And they would definitely appreciate that. So shout out to Jamar, John, and Wes, and the rest of the Smoking Section Podcast. But right now, Elijah Butcher going after Sakamoto as we extend another shout out to John Trailer. And of course, another one to TJ, our executive producer of Riot and this pay-per-view here. As these things get started pretty good here tonight. Give a shout outs as they come in the chat room or as their respectable characters enter the fray here tonight. 7 matches in total. The biggest question is, will El Wapo Chuck make it tonight to the matchup to face Cam Finley in the main event? And we have been told, well, GM Thorne disagrees, but the uppers, the competition committee has said that if El Wapo Chuck is unable to make it here, that this Thursday night on Riot, there will be a matchup to determine a new number 1 contender, and Cam Finley would have to defend the championship the following week on Riot, since he wouldn't be able to defend it tonight. And we'll see how it goes tonight as these 4 men still going at it here. Nobody's been disqualified yet. And you see Briggs and Sakamoto on the outside fighting, and then Elijah Butcher and the champion, Deuce, just going at it. There's TJ right there. Big shout out to him. Once again, watching in South Carolina. We're spread all over the United States here. Sakamoto with a big slam right there, but there's Deuce on the big man. Hook of the leg right here. 1, 2, and a kick out. And all 4 men stay in this matchup here tonight. And now look at this. Well, I was trying to look on the outside, and the camera pans to the inside, but Elijah using that trash can on the outside on Briggs, and now they're going back to the inside as Sakamoto still getting his bell rung on the inside by the champion Deuce, and Big knee connects right there. Sakamoto up to his vertical base. Another hook of the leg. This time on Elijah. 1, 2, and another kick out. The matchup stays the same. Nobody eliminated just yet. The Tokyo Dome is sold out here tonight. Tokyo, Japan, and a DDT out of nowhere. And Sakamoto just cannot get it together in this matchup. And well, they continue to try to make things work in his favor. But on the outside, remember, you cannot tap out. You cannot have a pinfall on the outside. As a mannequin hands there, an Ironborn punch connects from Deuce as a former alumni from the Ironborn gym. So he got trained by the right people, I can tell you that much. And now slipping back into the ring here. And Deuce with a spear out of nowhere to Briggs. And this could be the first elimination of the match of 1, 2, and 3. And Briggs is out. So we're down to 3. Sakamoto, Elijah Butcher, and Deuce as the champion. Deuce doing his thing and trying to retain the championship tonight and perhaps just, set himself apart from the rest of the locker room as a dominant champion. And Deuce taking his time on the inside, just watching as these men go at it here, now going after Sakamoto here tonight. The Japanese fans don't like that one bit as they want Sakamoto to win here tonight. His homecoming here tonight. And Elijah Butcher now thought about coming in for Deuce and then stays on the outside. Sakamoto fighting him off right there. And still just trying to figure things out. Both men going after him here tonight. Oh, look at this now. Double team between Deuce and Sakamoto. I don't think that friendship's going to last too long as Sakamoto gets thrown back into the ring now. And here comes Deuce. And, well, he's got steel steps in hand. And he's going to use them on Elijah. At least he tried to. Elijah able to counter out. And now Sakamoto back on the outside. Him and Elijah are just going to keep going at it here. And Sakamoto just trying to squeeze the head of Elijah, trying to decapitate his opponent here tonight. And, I mean, I don't know how much more damage they can inflict on each other. I don't know how much left is in the tank. And, when they get back in the ring here, as Sakamoto gets thrown in the ring and Elijah Butcher on the outside trying to get that mannequin hand again. And he tries to throw it at Deuce, but gets deflected by that LED post right there in the corner. And now here comes Deuce, and looking for the Deuce's Wild, but nothing there. Sakamoto in the corner. That's the last place you want to be if you're Deuce, the champion. And headbutt now. And he's taking him to the corner here. Might be time for the bonsai drop. Shades of Yokozuna. And Sakamoto with the big crushing bonsai on the champion. 1, 2, and a kick out. I don't know how he kicked out of that one, but the champion still has life in this matchup. And now Elijah trying to take advantage of Sakamoto going down, but Deuce from behind. Russian leg sweep connects. And a couple of strikes right there. Elijah Butcher might have been going for that F5. But Deuce counters for the moment, and now here comes looks like a powerbomb setting up, and that is exactly what it is, into a backstabber. Could this be it right here? 1, 2, and a kick out. Not quite enough to keep him down. What a great opening bout we have here tonight for the Riot Championship. Sheldon Briggs, the only one that's been eliminated if you've just joined us. Johnny Baez at ringside, and now Elijah He's in trouble. 1, 2, and no. He's still in this matchup. Sakamoto now going after Deuce, but Deuce catches him. Has him up right here. Hits him right between the eyes and didn't go for the cover. Didn't know what happened there. That might have cost him right there. Look at the leg just to eliminate Sakamoto. 1, 2, and 3. So it's down to Elijah and the champion Deuce, who also eliminated Sheldon Briggs to start this matchup. So he's eliminated so far all of the field, and he has Elijah Butcher left standing in the way. And I guarantee you this, folks, if he can defeat all three men and retain here tonight, that's going to send not only a message to the locker room, but it is going to it's going to have to open eyes of the GM, even though he's biased about it. And well, tonight could be a game changer, because if Theodore Reed does gain control of Riot, well, I'm sure that Deuce may be getting himself a great opportunity, perhaps at the All International Championship, which is what most say a little bit more prestigious than the Riot Championship. A lot of people call it a bona fide hardcore championship, but there's a cover. 1, 2, and a kick out at 2.5. The matchup continues here. Thought Elijah had him for a second as he walks the tightrope with a little old school right there. Oh, Elijah has him up now. Might be going for the F5. This could be it for the champion, and the F5 connects right there. This could be it. We might have a new champion. 1, 2, and no! Deuce with another shoulder up, another near fall. The 299 signs in the sky. And now they go back to the outside. And Deuce with a face buster, and I think Elijah might have been busted wide open on that one. Can't tell because he wears that mask. But Deuce now standing tall in the ring, waiting for Elijah Butcher to get back in the ring here. Oh, he went for the toupee, and nobody home. Now Elijah looking for a weapon here. It's a trash can. Throws it on top of Deuce. The disrespect from Elijah. Perhaps mind games. Deuce representing the new breed here tonight. And they're looking for a clean sweep tonight, as Deuce and Haiti Storm and Cam Finley, all part of the new breed, having matches here tonight alongside Theodore Reed. So a big night for the new breed here tonight. Can they be dominant? Can they show up and show out here tonight? The table is in the ring, but it didn't get set up as Elijah Butcher climbs back in the ring now. Deuce has him. Might be time for that big knee right there. Deuces, says Deuce. Hook of the leg right here, retain. 1, 2, and no! Elijah now with a near fall. My goodness, how much more in the tank do these men have? And a big splash from the top rope. And now Deuce has had enough. Setting up the table. If Elijah goes through that table, this could spell the end for Elijah Butcher here tonight. The Riot champion acting like a primal animal here tonight. Tries to get him to that chair right there, the table, but nothing doing here. Trying to get up to his vertical base right here, and he's struggling. Deuce just watching him, kind of laughing at him, and the table collapses. Elijah Butcher now has him up. Let's see what he's going to go for here. He's going to go to the corner. No, he's not, because Deuce fights him off before he can get the snake eyes put in. And now look at this combination right here, the haymakers. And Elijah in trouble. Oh, he went for the Inseguri off the springboard. Nobody home. Oh, he went for the Deuces Wild, but Elijah able to counter. Has him up, and he went for the F5. Nobody home. Deuce with a big knee to the face, and this could be it right here. He's going to retain the championship. 1, 2, and 3. Deuce wins it here tonight. And that's a good sign for the new breed here tonight. Starting things off strong. Cam Finley, Theodore Reed have to be happy about this. They're getting ready for their matchups here tonight. But I'm sure that they're watching the monitor in that skybox that they always, not necessarily camp out in, but when they do watch the show, they watch it from in there and they get ready, and that's where the locker room is. They use the VIP elevator to get to ground level pretty quickly to get to gorilla position. But that's a little behind the curtain right there. And I thought this was the turning point. I actually thought it was it when he walked the tightrope and went a little old school here on Deuce. But it was just not meant to be, as he able to kick out right here. And then right here he had him. At least I thought he had him. Right here, that he was going to set up for that F5. And he connected beautifully right there. And he could not get it. Near fall after near fall. But at the end, Deuce able to withstand and eliminate each member of this matchup. And still, Riot champion, New Breed's very own Deuce. We'll be right back with more right after this.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the WWE International Championship.
All right, we're ready for our second bout of the night as the Women's Intercontinental Championship will be decided here tonight. Here comes the challenger, one of the most decorated women of all time, the one, the only Jennifer Fox, and I have it in my gut that she may be the very first woman inducted into the WFA Hall of Fame, and we'll see how true that stands. But right now, Jennifer Fox makes her way into the squared circle here, trying to get back that Intercontinental Championship that she once held. Former tag team champion, former women's champion, former everything. And it's just, it's going to be one of them matches, I guarantee you that. A lot of drama fulfilled here tonight. And now here comes the champion, Haley Storm from the New Breed. Had some trouble with Roxanne as she was trying to flirt with the champion a couple of weeks ago, trying to get into the head, trying to get into some tips and see what they were trying to do. And, well, it failed miserably. She called her out and, well, she kind of put her in her place. So she's laser focused here tonight, ready to go. And there's the Intercontinental Championship on your screen. Go down to ringside is Alicia Taylor standing by.
Introducing the challenger from New York, the Queen, Jennifer Fox. And her opponent from Phoenix, Arizona, the WWE International Champion, Haley Storm.
All right, there's the introductions of both women here. And hope this matchup is as good as the last one was. And, well, they're going to hold it up for the world to see here tonight. And now we get ready. This matchup is about to take place. And here we go. We're off and running here. And now going into the corner now is Haley Storm with Foxy. And referee's going to get in there and try to break it up. And, oh, a cheap shot right there on the challenger. As Haley Storm, I mean, she used to be a real sweet, nice girl. And now she's just as mean as they come. And I think that has a lot to do with the way that her and Barbie kind of hooked up on Rage. And, you know, they kind of helped each other out, trying to find their place in the business. And you know, they're doing big things, even though Barbie's kind of going through a slump on Tuesday nights, but that's another story for another time. We'll let Chad Kettleman tell that story. And nice drag and screw takedown by Haley Storm. Going for the cover. It's not going to be enough, but perhaps trying to get into the mind of Foxy, the legendary Foxy here. Nice takedown by Haley Storm, and the boos right here from the fans here. Now a waist lock right here, countered by Haley Storm. And I tell you what, Haley Storm has really impressed me. The way she's improved after getting drafted to Thursday Night Riot, and that's exactly what what the draft was meant for, is to help these superstars blossom into their true calling. I mean, she did pretty good with Barbie. They were tag team champions, and nobody could defeat them. They were top of the world. Nobody would beat them. And finally, they decided, you know what, we're going to scrap the tag team championships, and we're going to introduce a new title, the television championship, which is, I think, has worked wonders on Tuesday nights. And but now she's over here showcasing her skills as a solo act, and I just think that it's done well. Oh, and she misses right there. I don't know if she got too confident or what, but Foxy able to counter, get the momentum back on her side here. And now let's see. Oh, and Haley's been busted wide open. I just saw the gash coming out of her forehead. And my goodness, Foxy now with a little bit of momentum here. She's going to fly here. The Fox flies across the ring right there with a big elbow. 1, 2, and a kick out here. The matchup does continue here tonight. Clothesline miss right there. And Foxy now trying to go down the foxhole here tonight, but nothing doing. And still fighting here. And now she has her. Russian leg sweep does connect, and now a bunch of punches to the forehead. That's already been busted wide open as we try to show you the forehead of Haley Storm right here. And referee got in the way right there. And you can see the forehead right there busted wide open. And Jennifer Fox not letting off the pedal here tonight. Trying to get back the Intercontinental Championship here tonight. Trying to add another title to her resume. And now counter by Haley Storm. Going up for the springboard now. Trying to set up Foxy right here. Let's see what she's going for. It's going to be the karate kick. She just springs off it right there. And the momentum carries her right into the chest of Jennifer Fox. And up Jennifer Fox with a clothesline. Back and forth we go. And the fans here in Japan with Foxy on their minds here tonight. 1, 2, and a shoulder up. Matchup continues here. It's back and forth. What a matchup we have so far. And there she goes down the foxhole. We might have a new champion right here. Hook of the leg. Oh, but a rope break. Referee called it pretty quickly. The position was right there. He saw it. He said, nope, it's not going to count. She still has life, and that has got to be detrimental to the momentum of Jennifer Fox after hitting her with the going down the foxhole. And there she goes. Oh, look at this. Twist of fate, hook of the leg. 1, 2 for the title, and no! Haley Storm kicks out. And now Foxy setting up the foxhole one more time. Has her locked in. Haley goes down the foxhole. This could be it right here. The legs are not underneath the ring this time. 1, 2, and again! And I didn't mean the ring, I meant the ropes, but another near fall. And Haley Storm refusing to give up even after 2 foxholes and a twist of fate. Haley Storm is a woman possessed here tonight, trying to keep her championship around her waist and inside the new breed. Look at the leg again. 1, 2, and this time it's enough, and Jennifer Fox defeats Haley Storm for the Intercontinental Championship. And that is not going to be good momentum for the new breed. They won the first one, they lost the second one. Haley Storm is beside herself. No Theodore Reed at ringside. Nobody here at ringside because Theodore Reed has to get ready for the most important matchup of his life tonight, and that is against GM Lewis Thorne later on tonight. And there's a foxhole right there. That was part of the destruction of Haley, and the axe handle right there. And then right here, the twist of fate. And then the explanation point right here, taking her down the foxhole a second time. And Jennifer Fox able to regain the Intercontinental Championship 1, 2, and 3. There she is celebrating the ring with her title. Foxy wins it. We'll be right back. Be right back as the tag team titles are on the line coming up next. All right, we get ready as the tag team championships will be on the line right now. As you see, both Hall of Famers making their way down to the ring. Main Event Mills and God Mode Odin O'Shea making their way down to the ring. The only 2 men to ever hold 4 titles at one time. But tonight, they'll try to get back. Those tag team titles are on their waist. Big shout out going out to Jimmy watching in the East Coast. And a big shout out going out to Odin and Sean O'Grady watching up in Canada here tonight. And now we get ready for the tag team champions. Some of the most decorated champions of all time. This group right here has taken Simulation Wrestling by storm. Tonight they're out here looking to retain. Both men, Hall of Famers. Both men are GOATs. One of them's a 2-time Hall of Famer. The experience between these two. One's an iron-born superstar. The other one is just straight up crazy. Together, they form a legendary tag team known simply as The Family. And we do give a big shout out to Jonathan Traylor down in South Carolina. And a big shout out to Jamar up in Richmond, Virginia. And a big shout out to the Smoking Section podcast, who is sponsoring tonight's pay-per-view live on YouTube. Pay-per-view, Johnny Bias at ringside. This has been a hyped up rematch for those tag team titles, as you saw this past Thursday on Riot, that both of these teams just straight beat the hell out of each other. There was no tapping out. There was nothing like that. But these two teams beat the hell out of each other, and it just goes to show you what kind of matchup we're going to get tonight. As you see the family dancing inside the ring, trying to keep it loose, as they say. Iron Man and Carnage, the 2-time Hall of Famer, ready to do what we got to do here tonight. There's a championship on your screen, the tag team titles. Let's go down to ringside for the announcement of these two tag teams.
The following contest is a tag team match scheduled for one fall and is for the World Tag Team Championship. Introducing the challengers at a combined weight of 467 pounds, Jay Mills and the Gladiators. And their opponents at a combined weight of 476 pounds, the World Tag Team Champions, Iron Man and Crazy Carnage, the family.
All right, you heard the introductions. We are now ready for this highly anticipated matchup. No disqualifications, no countouts. Looks like Iron Man and Mills will start things off here tonight, and I wouldn't have it any other way. These two guys are going to set the tone here tonight. But I mean, it's just anybody's ball game tonight. It really is. And here's the tell of the tape. If Iron Man and roll up real quick right here, one, and a kick out quickly. Tell of the tape. If the family does retain, then Goons of Gods are out of the picture, the tag team title picture. But if they do not retain and Goons of Gods get the championships back, there will be a third and final encounter between the two men, winner take all, between the two teams. And I guarantee you that Mills does want that to happen. And I think the rest of the fans here, not only in Japan but around the world, want the same thing, because they're putting on some damn good matches. Whether they're singles matches against each other, whether they're tag team matches against each other, I mean, they put down the show, and they make it hard for anybody to follow their matches. There's a lot of superstars in the back, not to knock anybody, but they kind of say we don't want to follow the family or Goons to Gods when they're inside the ring, because it's hard, to keep the energy in the building moving. And now Crazy Carnage is in the ring now. Gets a tag in from the Iron Man. Two-time Hall of Famer Crazy Carnage, once as himself and another one as a member of this tag team, the family. But it was him and Kenny Logan that were inducted, and not the Iron Man. And now Odin gets the tag in, and he's going to come in here and try to wreck shop as he always does. The Bar Knuckle Brawler in here doing his thing. And now, oh, look at the cheap shot right there. Kind of distracted Carnage from Mills and lost his footing right there. And my goodness, I tell you what, Carnage had it going for a little bit right there. And the tag in now is a double team right here from Goons to Gods. And oh, look at this now, paying some homage to Japan. And they don't like that one bit. I think this is a team family here tonight. That's what they're going for. And I just tell you, it's one of those matchups, a big fight feel. The whole pay-per-view is a big fight feel. But every matchup is a different story. These two guys, or these two teams, I keep saying two guys, these two teams, I mean, just fighting for immortality to become the best of all time. There's a question that goes into the greatest tag teams of all time. I mean, a lot of people say it could have been, the family between Carnage and Logan. Some say it's Carnage and Iron Man. Some people say that it's Odin and Lucio. And Odin says it could be him and Mills. So, I mean, there's all kinds of you know, of hearsay, no say. And, you know, when it comes to tag teams, if you want to really dig deep into the history of the Simulation Wrestling Federation, you know, you might want to even put the, I just had the name, I believe they were called the Sea of Sluggers or something like that, SOS. You know, they were dominant with Blocker back in the day. Oh, and look at this right there off the top rope. A suicide clothesline connects. My goodness. I didn't think that it was going to land, but Mills just showing not necessarily his desperation, but his determination tonight to get those titles back around the waist of Gunther Gods here tonight. A tag in right now. The referee calls it. Says it's a clean tag right here. Carnage coming back in here against Mills. But now Mills able to counter pretty quickly, but they're now a counter from Carnage here tonight. And a kick to the midsection. And a quick cover, but a quick kick out as well. And so now it might be time for the shooting star press right here, and it is. Oh, and he missed right there as Mills moves out of the way. And now Mills, see what he's going for here, nothing much, because a counter and another counter. Both men trying to jock for position here, still way early in this matchup. No disqualification, no countouts. Johnny Baez at ringside. We will be back in the States in San Francisco this Thursday as we end the Japanese tour here tonight in the Tokyo Dome. And again, oh, he went for the shooting star press. Well, not necessarily, he went for a moonsault right there. Not able to get it, and oh, look at this, slides him down. And a big kick to the chest right there. And Mills has been in control of this matchup for the majority since it started, in my eyes here. Not that we're judging like a boxer, but it's just been Mills. Now the Iron Man gets a tag in, and Mills said, oh, you want to get a tag in while I turn around? Well, come on with it, big boy. And now look at this. He went for the DOG, Delusions of Greater, but nothing. Doing right there is Mills slips out of it. And now in the corner now, trying to stump a mud hole in him. Couple of shots right there, and he goes to the outside. We're looking for a weapon now. Kendo stick now. In the corner. Oh, and Mills plays a little possum, gets out of the way, and a German suplex from Murder Mills. And now here comes God Mode. Odin O'Shea in this matchup right here. Trying to keep the momentum on the side of G2G here tonight. And a big knee right there, jumping knee into the forehead of the Iron Man. Gonna pick him up right here. Could he be looking for some more bar knuckle brawler type punches? Could he be looking for the Luthez press? And no, he's not. He's gonna flip him to the outside here. And now going up to the top rope right here, and a big splash connects right there in front of the announcement table. And Iron Man right here showing, after critics have just bashed him, and some, still believe in the Ironborn way. Some people saying that he may be too old, that he needs to hang it up. But look at this. Throwback, vintage Iron Man here tonight, showing that he has a lot left in the tank. I don't think he's going anywhere anytime soon. And now, Iron Man on the outside next to my announce table right here. Him and Iron Man and Odin going at it right here. A big knee right there. Remember, no disqualification, no countouts. Odin going back into the ring now. Has a steel chair in hand. And oh, look at this. A cheap shot to Crazy Carnage. And Odin does not give one damn tonight about Carnage or Iron Man. And I guarantee you this. These two men, Groups of Gods, are fired up tonight. They're motivated, and their only motive is to walk out of Tokyo the World Tag Team Champions. And if they keep doing what they're doing, Carnage and Iron Man are going to fall short here tonight, and we are going to have that third and final encounter. And now Iron Man getting the momentum back for his team as Odin is laid out right there on the outside. Another kendo stick shot right there to God Mode. And now back and forth we go on the outside. Odin now shoots Iron Man to the inside of the ring right here. Going up right here. Could we be looking at an ice pick elbow right here? Let's see. No, he's not. He's going to go for the axe, I know, I'm sure. And oh, he jumped over Iron Man. Iron Man now has him where he wants him. Iron board neck breaker out of nowhere. Could they retain right here? But no, they're not, because Mills quickly in there to break up the count, and that's going to piss off Iron Man. I guarantee you that. And Iron Man again. Going for another one, but a counter from God Mode into a power slam right there. And now Odin cooking a little bit right here. Irish whip to the corner here. Could we see another double team from G2G here? A tag in, and here comes another one. Has him up right here. Oh man, look at this. Leg drop. No, it's not. It's a coup de grace right there. And now look at this. Carnage now returning the favor. Said, Mills, you want to do that? I can do that too. So taking nothing away from the legendary team, the family. They bring it every single time they're in the ring, and tonight is no different. Tonight is no different, ladies and gentlemen. They are in it to win it. And now Iron Man in the corner does not want another double team. Ironborn punch out of nowhere. Takes down God Mode. And now look at this, sizing him up, stomping the head right there. And Odin might be busting wide open. Or that's his face paint. It's his face paint. My eyes deceived me for a moment. And now a steel chair now from the Iron Man to the back of Odin O'Shea. And Odin O'Shea's up. Went for the clothesline, but nobody home. And now Odin has him up. Follow-away slam right there. The bad guy would be happy right now saying, oh, Chico. And now look at this. Mills and Iron Man going at it on the outside. Look at this. A little bit of white noise on the quarter-inch thick mat right there. And it's damn near concrete when you thump like that. And now Jay Mills shooting him like a dart into the hardest part of the ring on the outside. Oh, and he throws a kendo stick right at the Iron Man. Odin, get back in the ring now. Watch out for that Ironborn neck breaker. And no, it's not. Look at he picks him up, and he tries to go for the go to sleep, and nothing there. Irish whip now. Odin. Back breaker. Look at the leg right here. 1, 2, and a kick out. The matchup does continue here. No disqualifications, no countouts. And now a double team from the family. Kick to the midsection, but Odin counters right there. Excuse me. Odin counters. And now look at this. Running power slam from Odin. Vintage Odin here tonight. Now going back to the outside. What is he looking for here? He's going to try to regroup with Mills right here, trying to keep the game plan going right here. Now he's going to go over here as Carnage comes out here with a chair. He takes it away. He's going to shoot Carnage back in the ring right here. Takes up the chair, and he's coming inside to follow suit. Watch out, Carnage. He already got hit once. Oh, look at this. Flying forearm connects right here. Mills wanted to tag in. But look at Carnage looking at Mills saying, nope, tonight is our night. Look at this. Crazy knee lift right here on Odin. Could he tap out? But there's Mills to break it up. And now a knee from behind. And Carnage now had the crazy knee lift going, but Mills able to counter that out of the way. Look at this now. Oh, he almost went for the go to sleep. Instead went for the Samoan drop roll right there. Senton roll. 1, 2, and another kick out. Nice hip toss by the two-time Hall of Famer, Crazy Carnage. Irish whip to the corner now. Could they have another double team set up right here? But Mills said, nope, not going to let y'all do that to me. And now look at this. Discus punch to the back of the head. The boos from the crowd here in Japan as they want the family to retain here tonight. There's a couple of Mills fans. You can see those main event Mills signs. They're in the crowd, and a nice belly-to-belly suplex by Crazy Carnage. Now he's going to pick him up right here. Let's see what he's going to do here. Picks him up. Samoan drop. Oh, and a cheap shot right there from Odin O'Shea, and Carnage pays it no attention, at least for the moment. 1, 2 to retain, and another kick out. The matchup does continue here. This could have been the main event tonight. It's that type of feel with all 4 superstars in the ring tonight. A classic Hall of Fame matchup here tonight. And now Mills able to counter. And he's going to, Sling Blade. And now the temple shot right there. Murder Mills setting up, and watch out now because, I thought he was going to hit the finish right here, and he did not. Goes to the corner. Another tag in for G2G, and they're going to do this again. It's a backbreaker with a coup de grace to the chest. That one might smart a little bit more because Odin's just a slight bit heavier. Look at the leg right here. Iron Man flies in there to break it up. Matchup does continue here. Big Fight Feel Smoking Section Podcast is our sponsor here tonight for the Clash of Harmony pay-per-view. Johnny Bias at ringside. Hector's not with us until Thursday as we go back to the States this coming week on Thursday Night Riot. A nice fisherman suplex now from the champion Carnage, and now Iron Man wants back in this matchup. Gets the tag in. So here comes the Iron Man again. The 2 that started this matchup are the ones that are going to be here. And oh, look at this. Anaconda Vice now. Is he going to tap out? Can Odin get there to break it up in time? And he missed it right there. He missed the kick and able to get there just in the nick of time. I don't think Mills was going to tap out, but you never know. You don't want to be that complacent. Better safe than sorry, as they always say. Tag back into Crazy Carnage now. We see the crazy knee lift right here. No, he's not. He's going to drop kick right there. Almost a split right there. Now he's going to go for the knee lift, but nobody there because Mills able to counter. And now Mills probably going for the starter from the bottom, but Carnage locked it. Another German suplex right here. And now might be going up for the shooting star press, but he's not. Iron Man wants to finish it. Comes back in the ring now. Not sure what he's going for there, but Mills able to counter. And look at this now, tending to come on, paying homage to Lucio here tonight. And now look at this. Oh my God, what a ironborn neckbreaker. He jumped up from one side to the other, jumped up, springed it up, hit the ironborn neckbreaker, didn't go for the cover. I don't know what's going on with that. Iron Man, though, beating the hell out of Mills with that chair. Oh, man, he took out the referee. Not sure what he was thinking there. He took out Shelly, the referee. Oh, and then he beats the... Oh, look at this. 1, 2, 3, 4. It would have been over with, and Iron Man cannot believe that he took out Shelly. Didn't even realize it. Even Carnage is upset, and Shelly is still down. Kindlestick explodes on his forehead, and now might be looking for the explanation point here. Iron, Lord neckbreaker, but Mills knew it was coming. Power slam connects. Odin now wants to tag in here. Could he try to put the Iron Man to sleep here tonight? There it is. Has him up for a little bit of white noise, and that's the second one tonight for the Iron Man. Hook of the leg right here, but Carnage not taking any chances. Breaks up the count immediately. Going back to the outside, looking for a kendo stick. See, there's a bunch of wood. Oh, look at this. Odin beats the hell out of Carnage for disrupting the count. But now look at this. Has him up. The DOG is locked in. Delusions of Greater. Is Odin going to tap out right here? He has it with nowhere to go, and there's Mills for the save at the last second. And now a cheap shot from Mills to the back of Iron Man. What a tag team matchup here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. For all the marbles here tonight, the World Tag Team Championships are on the line, and Odin jumps and gets Mills back in the ring right here. Iron Man telling him to come on with it. He's coming. Oh, look at this. Started from the bottom. Now we're here. Look at the leg. Are we going to have new tag team champions? 1, 2, And 3, and Goons to Gods have done it. They regain the World Tag Team Champions. The championships here tonight. And there will be a third and final matchup at the next pay-per-view. Winner take all between the family and Goons to Gods. When you thought that this rivalry could not go any further, Goons to Gods make a big victory tonight and extend this rivalry. And my goodness, I'm kind of happy because I wasn't ready for this chapter to be closed here tonight. As Hector would say, another one for the bad guys, another one for the almighty Goons to Gods here tonight. Iron Man with an impressive just jump off the top rope and an ironboard neckbreaker. Was it enough? You see the highlights of this matchup. Sling Blade, Murder Mills was on it, temple shot. And right here, started from the bottom, and that was the beginning of the end. Goons to Goblins are the new World Tag Team Champions. We'll be right back with more Clash of Clash of Harmony right after this.
The following contest is a no-holds-barred match and is for the All-Star International Championship.
All right, we're back on the program as here's the announcement right there. All International Championship on the line. Get ready for this man right here, the Omega, Mr. Thursday Night himself. The one and only Dean Omega Lashley. And we do give a big shout out to the one and only Devontae Jones, who is watching tonight from Phoenix, Arizona. Tonight he'll face Sean Casey. And this one right here, ladies and gentlemen, is a winner take all bout. As he's taking it away from Sean Casey gained it back. And tonight is the final encounter. Winner take all. The loser has to start from the bottom and pick a different path. And tonight, Dean Lashley told me earlier that he is ready. He's been training, and he wants that championship back and show the world that he is the Omega. He is Mr. Thursday Night, and tonight he wants to be Mr. All International. But right now we get ready as the champion. Sean Casey will make his way down to the ring with that championship in tow. And this is going to be one of those matchups that it's going to be intense. It's going to be brutal. And the only way you can find it is here on WFA TV. And here he comes, the mall rat himself, Sean Casey, making his way down here with that championship, with that custom ruined strap there. Will it be his night to retain, or will the Omega walk away with that championship? But Sean Casey's had that championship for a very long time. And Omega said all things come to an end and a new era will begin after this matchup. But we'll see what happens here. Sean Casey at ringside, Devontae Jones at ringside. We're going to show you the All International Championship on your screen, and then we'll take it down to ringside as Alicia Taylor is standing by.
Introducing the challenger from Chicago, Illinois, weighing in at 257 pounds, Dean the Omega Lashley. And his opponent from Montreal, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 186 pounds, the All-Star International Champion, Sean Casey.
We're off and running here as Dean Lashley takes the early momentum here against the champion. Sean Casey now working on Dean Lashley, shifting the momentum just a little bit. Oh, and he sunset flips him to the outside. And these two men, they've been going at it for a couple of months now, and Dean Lashley was going for it all right there, and Sean Casey just moves out of the way, makes him look like a damn fool. And look at this now, he flips out of the way, and that's the aura of Mr. Thursday Night. High-flying acrobatics. He's an MMA fighter. He's a boxer. He checks all the boxes. Some even say, and I don't know if Iron Man will take this as an insult or a compliment, but some people say that Dean Lashley could be like the second coming of the Iron Man here. But of course, we've talked to Lashley about it, and he says, I don't want to be the second coming of nothing. He goes, I'm the only Omega, the only Mr. Thursday Night. And 1, 2, and a kick out. Kick out at 1. And oh, look at this now. Crossface connects. Oh, look at this now. Anaconda Vice. That is the go-to move right there for Sean Casey. That's the way he beat Lashley for the title the last time. Now look at this. The Omega connects. Look at the leg 1. Goes up to the top rope right here. And a big knee to the head. Big DDT connects. One, two, and a kick out. Crowd yelling, "We're not worthy," as they're trying to give us a good farewell as we're leaving Japan here tonight following the program. Now look at this. Dean Lashley has him up. Omega Effect connects. Could this be it right here for the title? 1, 2, and a kick out right there. And he had him folded like a pretzel. I don't know if he wants to be folded like a pretzel here. And now Dean Lashley, oh, with an exploder into the corner right there. Now, counter right here. And another shoulder tackle to the outside. Dean Lashley, Sean Casey, no disqualifications, no countouts, but you have to do it inside the ring. And now going up to the top rope right here. Look at this. Big elbow connects. I thought perhaps he was going to go for the Thursday Night Delight from the top rope. Nothing doing here. Both men still going at it here. Exchanging blows right here. Remember, Devontae Jones, Dean Lashley, excuse me. Hold on, this could be it. 1, 2, and 3, and he does it. And Dean Lashley regains not only that, but he takes it away from Sean Casey. This was a winner-take-all matchup, and tonight the Omega showed up and showed out. And that boy right there is on top of the world. Woo-wee! New champion here tonight, baby. The Omega showing up and doing exactly what he said he was going to do. Not only becoming the Omega, not only reigning as Mr. Thursday Night, but tonight becoming Mr. All International. And you saw it right there. Sean Casey put up a hell of a fight, giving him everything that he had in the bag. But right here, Devontae Jones is happy about it. And so is Dean Lashley. Omega Effect connected right there. And then right here, stun gun to add to it. Right here, the big elbow to the back of the neck. And then right here, the counter from Dean Lashley. Game over. 1, 2, and 3. And now we have a new All International Champion. Dean Lashley does it. New All International Champion. There's nothing that Sean Casey can do about it unless he fights his way back up to the top. But the Omega reigns supreme. We'll be right back with more right after this. It's Theodore Reed versus Lewis Thorne. Here in the land of the rising sun, the Omega, Mr. Thursday Night, Dean Lashley.
The following contest is a no-holds-barred match. Making his way to the ring from Miami, Florida, weighing in at 247 pounds, GM.
Here he comes, GM Thorne, making his way down the ring. I never thought I'd see this. GM Thorne and Theodore Reed have gone through the ringer against each other. I mean, they have fought, they have split up. GM Thorne tried to make this elite group called the Establishment, and Cam and company left, recruited their own soldiers, and have given this man a life of living hell. And now here comes Theodore Reed, who defeated Beast Mode 2 weeks ago.
And his opponent,
Here he comes.
Corporation from Reno, Nevada, weighing in at 314 pounds, Theodore Reed.
Theodore Reed, the brother of Barbie and of Joey Reed, both of Tuesday Night Rage. And with this man right here, of course, one of the greatest managers that we've ever seen in the company, comes out here wearing that Cam Finley attire once again, the blueprint. And now we're going to be ready for this one. This is a highly anticipated matchup that got announced last week, putting a GM Thorne against the wall right there. And there he is right there, Lewis Thorne and Theodore Reed. And tonight, whoever wins this matchup will be the new GM of Thursday night. Inside cradle now from GM Thorne. One and a kick out. And let's put a vote to it. If you think that it's going to be Thorne, then just type in Thorne. And if you think it's going to be Reed, then put in Reed. Let's just see what the fans have to say of who they think might win this matchup here tonight. No disqualifications, no countouts. The only way to win is inside the squared circle. So anything and everything could happen in this matchup tonight. GM Thorne, he's holding his own right here tonight against Theodore Reed so far. I know Beast Mode's in a heap of trouble because he lost not only to Theodore Reed, and then he lost last week to Deuce in that Riot Championship matchup. And, you know, oh, look at this, a triangle lock now. Triangle choke right here on Theodore Reed, but look at the strength of Theodore Reed, the big boy, with a power bomb to get out of it right there. And now Thorne has him where he wants him right here. And oh, look at this. Oh, I thought he was going to powerbomb to the outside instead of stun gun connects for GM Thorne. And now he's going to the outside for a weapon right here. He's going to take out all his aggressions tonight against this man that's cost him hell and back. And a hockey stick underneath the ring. I didn't even know they had hockey in Japan. And now Irish whip connects. Well, I thought it did connect, but nothing happened after that. Clothesline connects. Slips through the cracks right there to Thorne. But Theodore Reed, the powerhouse, shoots him to the outside. And now look at this. Oh, look at this. He's going to hit him with the 10 clubs to the chest right here. Theodore Reed like an uncaged animal here tonight. I'm sure he's been training with Cam Finley. I'm sure he's got some pointers from Son of a Beach and his brother, Joey Reed. And, I mean, of course, he's been a manager. He knows wrestling inside and out, but it's so different when you wrestle versus when you manage because you see everything in hindsight 2020. But tonight, he's coming out here with the momentum. Undefeated, 1-0 so far in WFA, and Thorne making his debut tonight as an active wrestler here. And of course, both have wrestling backgrounds wherever they've gone, but they're here as in more in a executive role versus active role. The table's in the ring right there, and the crowd wanting the table. They want the wood here tonight. And we do want to extend a big shout out going out to Angelo in Massachusetts, watching probably on the replay on the VOD. And then, of course, a big shout-out going out to Matt as well in St. Louis. Big shout-out going out to T. Piper, the Piper family, and of course, to Cody Baki watching, and Lucio down in Florida. And the rest of the crew watching here tonight. As always, big shout-out to Wesley Figs watching in Chicago, Illinois. As Cam Philly looks to face El Guapo Chuck tonight, who has been detained. Even earlier today, we went by and they said he's still detained. His lawyers couldn't get him out, couldn't post bail, and we don't know if he's going to show up tonight or not. And oh, look at the brainbuster right there from Thorne. 1, 2, and oh, I thought that was it. And I thought that finally had put an end to Theodore Reed and his master plan. Crowd here saying fight forever. Even some USA signs in the crowd right here. And Thorne now going to the outside, perhaps for another weapon underneath the ring. Trying to take advantage of beating this man like a government mule tonight. And oh, look at the shovel right there. Trying to bury Theodore Reed, but he gets it from him. And he counters, and a shot to the back right there. And I think his head bounced off that bottom turnbuckle, looking for the victory right here. Could we have a new GM? 1, 2, and a kick out. The matchup does continue here. Remember, the winner will be the GM going forward on Thursday Night Riot. That would be the third GM. Oh my God, look at that! Didn't know the big man could do a moonsault off that rope like that. And if Theodore Reed wins it, he'd be the third GM in the history of the brand split. I can't tell you how many GMs we've had on Riot. But during the brand split, he'd be the third one in this era of simulation wrestling. And now, oh, look at this big axe handle right there by by Kev. I'm trying to call him Kevin Thorne. Lewis Thorne, excuse me, guys. And now Theodore on the outside, trying to get his wits about him here. But now a counter as he comes back into the ring now. Thorne trying to get an attack on him, has him up right here. But Theodore Reed able to counter out of it. Now look at this. Big knee to the head right there, and I think Thorne's been busted wide open. Look at the leg right here. Are we going to have a new GM? 1, 2, and a kick out again. And I don't even know who to go for. What to think about these two. Both men are manipulative in their own right, and GM Thorne has been busted wide open from the top of his forehead. Now he has that table up. Oh, but a shot from behind. Didn't see Theodore Reed get back in the ring. He's quicker than a cricket, as Hector would say. And a big knee and a roundhouse kick. And now Theodore Reed getting that table. And is he going to set it up? No, he's just going to throw it on top of Thorne. And Thorne now with a couple of haymakers here. A third one and a clothesline. And here he goes getting momentum now. The crowd here in Japan perhaps leaning towards Thorne here tonight as he's getting momentum here. Could he finish the job here tonight? We still got 2 matches to go later on tonight. The women's matchup for the heavyweight championship. Ivy Jackson against One Dumb Ho, making her homecoming here tonight. And then the main event, El Guapo Chuck, will he show up and try to get his championship back, or will he get counted out and lose the matchup here tonight? And now Thorne looking to defend Theodore Reed, and he gets on the 3 count, and GM Thorne is still the GM of Thursday Night Riot. And my goodness, what a drama-filled story that has been. That Theodore Reed loses that opportunity, and GM Thorne was impressive. I mean, the beast mode couldn't beat him, but this man, even though he stays the GM, I think this story is far from over. But What an awesome storytelling going up to this pay-per-view. Theodore Reed trying to pull the ultimate power move to take over the empire of Thursday Night Riot. But GM Thorne fought his ass off tonight to keep things the way he's had it. And I would say this, he's done a damn good job as the GM. And these guys, you know, trying to take over, but the plan has not fell through for the New Breed so far tonight. So GM Thorne is your winner and still the GM of Thursday Night Riot. Overcame the odds tonight. We'll be right back with more as the women go at it next.
The following contest is a no-holds-barred match and is for the Women's World Championship.
All right, we're ready for this next bout, the World Heavyweight Championship for the women. One Dumb Ho making her homecoming here tonight. The crowd on their feet tonight for this woman from Japan. One Dumb Ho making her way down to the ring. Perhaps the biggest fight of her life tonight. Now we get ready as Ivy Jackson will enter the fray tonight. The former Money Heist winner. She cashed in, won the championship. Here she comes, the world champion. Ivy Jackson, nothing but brute strength, and tonight she'll show why she's the champion. We'll show you that world championship on your screen for the women. We'll go down to the ring as Alicia Taylor is standing by.
Introducing the challenger from Osaka, Japan, Ray. And her opponent from Louisville, Kentucky, the Women's World Champion, Soldier Ivy Jackson.
Ivy Jackson, very confident tonight, world champion. She's going to let that championship go to the referee. She's going to walk it over to the challenger, One Dumb Ho, who is from Osaka, Japan, making her homecoming here tonight. Here we are, ready to go, and One Dumb Ho went for the a big hit right there, but nothing doing. Ivy Jackson trying to keep things at bay here. Keep the championship on her shoulder. Now they go to the outside. Remember, no disqualification, no countouts on none of these title matches. Going up to the top rope right here to see if it doesn't backfire on her. One Dumb Ho able to get some momentum in her corner. There's a table set up on the outside. One Dumb Ho now. Oh my God, if you look at the angle where she falls, she might fall on that table, but let's see if she does or not. And, oh, she just missed it. The damn game. Oh, come on, man. You could have fell through the table. Oh, and she drop kicked her right into the table right there. And remember, not a false count anywhere matchup. It has to happen inside the squared circle. They want tables here tonight in Japan. They're not going to stop till they get them. Remember, coming up next, it's supposed to be Cam Finley versus El Guapo Chuck for the championship. Okay, the leg one and a kick out. But El Guapo Chuck has been inside the Rice, the immigration for Japan. They're inside their headquarters, detained after being accused of holding illegal hornets from Japan, of course. It all goes back to the debacle of the D-League Mr. Biggs, who was hit in the neck with those hornets stingers and was paralyzed, and 1-2 and a kick out, and well, I think somebody planted him into that suitcase of El Guapo Chuck, but I mean, we don't know. It's just hearsay, and he's waiting perhaps for trial to get that done. And I think that perhaps somebody is in the pocket of the new breed on their payroll, and that's what's causing it. But I don't know. We don't know the status yet. We heard that he was still detained. He wasn't getting out. And a nice scissor kick from One Dumb Ho right there. As we get back to the matchup right here, could we have a new champion right here? This would be big here in Japan. 1, 2, and oh, I thought she had it right there, but a kick out at 2.5. And my God, I thought that she had it in the bag, and so did the rest of the people here in Japan. Oh, look at this. She bust that stick on the top of Ivy Jackson, and now could she finish her off and become a new champion tonight? And super arm drag takedown from the top rope. One Dumb Ho now with a discus punch. Look at the leg right here. Let's see if it's enough. 1, 2 and 3, and Wanda Ho has done it. She comes home to Japan and she shocks the world and takes down Ivy Jackson, and we have a new champion. I didn't think this was possible, ladies and gentlemen. I thought that Ivy Jackson was going to come off the floor with her the same way Michelle did with Barbie on that last pay-per-view that Tuesday night Rage had. And tonight, Wanda Ho came in here and brought her A game. And after near fall, and that right there, she turned that candlestick into chopsticks right here with a super arm drag takedown, and then right here finishes her off with a combination and a big punch. Wanda Ho is the new women's world champion here tonight. All right, Wanda Ho wins it. Let's go to the main event. See what happens next. All right, we're back here in the program, and here comes the champion.
The following champion versus champion contest is a no-holds-barred match. Making his way to the ring, accompanied by Theodore Reed, representing the corporation from Springfield, Illinois. Weighing in at 320 pounds, the undisputed worldwide champion, the Blueprint.
All right, the Blueprint Cam Finley out here ready to defend that championship, and we're about to find out if El Guapo Chuck is going to make it to Clash of Harmony. And his music's playing, ladies and gentlemen. El Guapo Chuck looks like he may be here. Unless we're just giving him a chance to come out here. And let's see. Oh, here he comes. El Guapo Chuck has made it with a haircut. Oh, wait a minute. Strongberg is here. He even brought his damn cardboard championship with him. Can't believe this shit, man. Come on. Mimicking El Guapo Chuck.
San Antonio, Texas, weighing in at 205 pounds, the multiversal infinite champion, El Guapo Strongman.
Oh, that's very cute. El Guapo Strongman making his way down in the ring. How convenient is this? Another fast one pulled by Theodore Reed and Cam Finley here tonight. What the hell? What the actual hell is going on here tonight? El Guapo Strongberg is in the building. And let me guess, it's going to be an official title match against these damn idiots, Cam Finley and El Guapo Chuck. Well, El Guapo, whatever, Strongberg. And there's Cam Finley looking on. They've announced it as a heavyweight championship bout. Referee's going to ring the freaking bell, and we're off and running in this damn matchup. And look at this, El Guapo Chuck, or El Guapo Strongberg trying to take down Cam. And, of course, Cam's going to overpower him. No wonder Strongberg wasn't on Rage this past week. They kept saying he had a family emergency, had to fly out early from Europe. And he instead of coming back to the States, or going back to the States because we're not there, he flew to damn Japan to coincide with these damn new breed Cam had the plan all along, and now they're acting like this is an actual championship matchup tonight. And look at Cam just overpowering Strongberg here tonight. I just can't believe that they would stoop this low to keep a damn championship around the waist of Cam. If he was such a great champion, then he would have no issues, you know, defeating El Wapo Chuck. But he has to stoop to this level here. And how Strongberg takes the stick away from Cam. And Strongberg, you know, he's holding his own a little bit. And oh, look at this now, Cam toying with him. You know, it's just a fluke of a matchup. I mean, Strongberg's not going to win this matchup, obviously. Cam Finley just toying with him to tell GM Thorne that he had a matchup, that he defended the title, so he doesn't have to defend it for another 30 days. I know how it runs here. I mean, I'm not stupid. I've been here a long time. There's a cover. One. And a kick out. I mean, come on. Just put a stop to this Uranagi slam. I'm not even excited about calling this matchup, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not. I'm here at ringside. Johnny Baez at ringside. Hector's not here. Clash of Harmony in the Tokyo Dome. And the Japanese fans deserve better than this. Beating the hell out of Strongberg with a damn chair. I mean, come on. You would have thought this would have been a better pay-per-view matchup tonight. You would have thought that it would have been a main event of Strongberg now trying to take it to Cam. Running power, running bulldog. And now look at this, inviting Strongberg to get up to his vertical base. I mean, come on. Comes a franchise tag. It's going to be it right here, I'm sure. 1, 2. Oh, wait. Cam lit him up for dramatic effect, right? Now he's going to do the bear hug. Or maybe another franchise tag for good measure. I'm sure they paid Strongberg a lot of money for this stupid act that they're going. This is worse than the finger poke of doom. 1, 2, and 3. Oh, he kicked out again. Oh, what a shocker. And the crowd's putting the $2.99 up. Oh, come on, guys. And now look at this. He's going to make him tap out, stretching him out. Oh, now Strongberg's going to get out of it. They're just making a mockery of Thursday Night Riot. Oh, let me guess. Strongberg's going to... Oh, he's going to hit him with a 3 Taco Deluxe. Not only making fun of Chuck, but he's going to make fun of the Hispanics here by putting a move that Hector Hernandez made famous. And now hook of the leg right here. Come on. 1, 2, and a kick out. Oh, man. What a shocker here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. My goodness, Cam Finley's the best wrestler of all time. Better than the Iron Man, better than Carnage, better than Patron, better than Gunner, better than Angelo, better than everybody that's ever came into the ring. We even put him up there with Pyro, the Lion, and Big Tuck, and everybody else that's came through here and become a champion. I can't believe this, guys. I'm just beside myself tonight. Strongberg trying to fight back. I mean, I don't know what else, how else to describe this mockery of the business here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. It's just ridiculous the way that it's coming out. And now going for the cover. Referee's not even counting. What the world's going on here? And now Strongberg's going to go over there and talk to the referee a little bit and ask him why he didn't go for the count. We know this is a ruse. We knew that this was a ruse. As soon as El Wapo Strongberg came out here, we knew, oh, look at this. Big thunderous clothesline from hell. And now here comes another chair shot. It's enough already, Cam. Let's just pin him and be done with it already. Let him lose to you already. Let's close the damn pay-per-view and go home. Let's fly home. Enough of this shit. A big boot to the face. And this is going to be it, I'm sure, right? Now he's just punishing Strongberg here. Sure, he's in cahoots with Gunner, trying to make something Gunner would pull. It seems like, oh, look, there's the bear hug or the sleeper hold. And, oh, look at this, El Guapo. The El Guapo Strongberg is done for. He's done for. Cam's going to retain the title. We're all going to go home now. El Guapo Chuck still stays in the immigration facility. Wasn't able to get out. This was not even a main event. You know, if we're rating this on the Dave Meltzer scale, we give it a -5 stars. I mean, come on, man. Even Hector just texted me and he said, this is BS, man. And me and Hector never agree on anything, but tonight we agree. Total BS tonight between these two men, Theodore Reed and Cam Finley, just putting themselves over. At what cost? By putting a man in prison, in jail, a man that can't get out to even go home back to his family in the States because of some illegal stinger operation about Hornets, and then he puts him to sleep right there. I can't believe this shit. Cam Finley's your winner. And for Johnny Baez, the rest of the crew here, for TJ Bramo, the executive producer, say goodnight from Tokyo, Japan. This has been a presentation of Thursday Night Riot Brand. This ends the tour here in Japan, and, well, wait a minute. There's something going on here. GM Thorne says not to sign out yet, that there's something happening. Oh, look at this. El Guapo Chuck has made it. And GM Thorne has said this is an official matchup now. El Guapo Chuck still in his prisoner uniform. And now, my goodness, he came out of the crowd. I don't know where the hell he came from. GM Thorne said he was running late, and he was not going to let the pay-per-view close like this. Thank goodness for GM Thorne, because imagine if Theodore Reed would have won the matchup tonight, he would have closed the pay-per-view and said that he had his chance and that no more. So the match is officially underway. Cam Finley is pissed off because he just had a match off with Strongberg. But come on, it's Strongberg. He destroyed Strongberg. Literally destroyed him. And Guapo Chuck now at ringside. Jim Thorne is not out here with him. He should come out here with him. There's no Beast Mode. There's no Ray Hernandez. There's no signs of Deuce or anybody else. This is straight up one-on-one, but with Theodore Reed in the manager position. Chuck has not had a chance to train, to work out, do nothing. He was in solitary confinement. The whole time he was there, the reports are coming out that he never got rec time. He never got a chance to do anything outside a 4x6 cell, and tonight is his first time being out in the public eye. Didn't even get a chance to put on his Chuck attire here. But did he even have any attire to put on? Because Strongberg had his attire the whole time, coming down to ringside and everything else, and now he's out here fighting in prison clothes here. El Guapo Chuck, and breaking news, those charges have now been dropped because the video footage showed that it was actually somebody putting in the Hornets into the suitcase, the briefcase of El Guapo Chuck. Look at El Guapo Chuck now, playing mind games with Cam, playing mind games with Theodore Reed. But the only thing is that he can play mind games all he wants. But the thing is that he has to win the championship back tonight. If not, then Cam will stick that title, will stick with the title. El Guapo Chuck will be shit out of luck tonight. He has to get it back to set up the trifecta the same way the family did, or the way that Gunsa Gods did tonight with the family, setting up that final encounter. And that's the way it's got to be tonight. And Guapo Chuck has to win this matchup if he wants to keep the championship around his waist tonight. And there's not even nothing that GM Thorne could even do about it, because those are the rules that are in place by the board of directors, by the competition committee. And tonight, I mean, the drama just... It doesn't stop. It does not stop. I really thought that Strongberg was going to close out the show getting dismantled like the finger poke of doom. But El Guapo Chuck able to get out of that holding cell that Rice had him in the Japanese immigration, RICE. And El Guapo Chuck here tonight, look at this now. Going to try to suplex him to the outside, and he does. Oh, my God, what a sickening thud here on the outside. And look at Theodore Reed. He's still in his attire from that matchup against Theodore Reed, against Lewis Thorne, rather. And he didn't have time to put on his manager suit, nothing like that. Didn't even get to take a shower. He's sweating bullets on the outside, sweating again because he doesn't know what's going to happen. They didn't think that El Guapo Chuck was going to make it out here. They didn't think that. Big shout out to Wes Figgs watching in Chicago, Illinois. And that big right hand hits the left side of El Guapo Chuck, and he's bleeding from the right side of his eye. But he's in the ring now with Cam Finley. And now look at this. El Guapo Chuck going for an armbar right here. I thought he might be going for the El Guapo driver, but Cam counters out. The amateur background showing for Cam Finley here tonight. This is a hell of a main event that got set up. The storyline was beautiful. And tonight, the payoff. But can El Guapo Chuck do it? Can he defeat Cam Finley here tonight? And here comes a running power bomb now. And Cam is down. As we take a look over here to the outside is Theodore Reed, very anxious on the outside for his client, trying to make sure he doesn't lose this title. And he walks out and a nice Falcon Arrow connects right there from El Guapo Chuck. Going up to the top rope right here. Let's see what he's going to do here. And, oh, what a move right there from El Guapo Chuck for the title. 1, 2, and a kick out. And I thought that was going to be it right there for El Guapo Chuck, but the matchup continues here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. What a matchup, what a pay-per-view so far. And if you didn't watch this live, you're missing a good one. Shout out to everybody that's watching live here tonight. And now look at this. Has the table in hand, and he knocks the hell out of Cam Finley. And he throws it on top of the champion. El Guapo Chuck fighting desperate to stay in this matchup. He has to work with a sense of urgency here tonight to keep the championship hopes alive. Gets thrown into the steel steps right here. If you just joined us, El Guapo Chuck made it to ringside after Strongberg got destroyed by Cam Finley. We were about to sign off when GM Thorne said keep the tape rolling because El Guapo Chuck is here. Didn't have chance to put on his attire. Came in prison clothes, and oh, look at this. Caught him slipping. Franchise tag, but El Guapo Chuck gets out of it with a clothesline. And the crowd behind El Guapo Chuck here tonight, going up top again. And a moonsault connects right here for the challenger. And El Guapo Chuck now, tuning up the band right here. Can he hit it? Sweet Guapo music connects. Could we have a new champion? Look at the leg right here. 1, 2, and go! He had it right there, and Cam Finley able to get out with a millisecond to go right here, and the matchup continues here tonight. El Guapo just going to tune it up again. Can he hit another one? And he misses. He went to the well too many times, and a clothesline from Cam Finley. The plot is already thick as it is, but now the intensity in the building is getting crazy. El Guapo Chuck now, this time going for the franchise tag, and he will connect this time. Could this be it? Is Cam Finley going to retain? We'll find out right now. To retain the title, 1, 2, and a kick out at 2.5, and Cam cannot believe it, and neither can Theodore Reed, looking back at me like it's my fault. But your client's the one that's in the ring, not mine. I have no dog in the fight. I'm just calling the matchup. And now look at this. Oh, big exploding boot to the face. Could it get it back right here? 1, 2, and 3, and El Guapo Chuck has done it. After all the BS that he's gone through with the immigration, being stuck in a cell, being ridiculed here in Japan, being public enemy number 1, with no chance at trying to get back his championship because of the plan that Theodore Reed and Cam Finley set down. After all the stuff that the establishment went through, as the power tried to shift to the power of the new breed, tonight El Guapo Chuck shows up not only without his attire, shows up in prison uniform, shows up against all odds tonight. And this is going to set up a third and final encounter, and the story continues into the next pay-per-view. My goodness, what a night here at Clash and Harmony. What a Japanese tour. What a debacle. What a bonanza we had here tonight. And at the end right here, I really thought that Cam Finley had him when he hit this franchise tag. And it was not meant to be, as El Guapo Chuck, you see the replay, 1. I thought he was done 1, 2, and a kick out. And then right here, El Guapo Chuck, he said, fix your face. And El Guapo Chuck, out of nowhere, 1, 2, and 3, and the new WFA World Heavyweight Champion, El Guapo Chuck. For TJ Brahma, executive producer, for Johnny Bias at ringside, and for Thursday Night Ride, we say goodnight here from Tokyo, Japan. This has been Clash of Harmony. We'll see you this Thursday for the aftermath of this pay-per-view. Good night, everybody.